In becoming a Dark Justiciar, Shadowheart now embraces the ruthlessness and darkness of the Shar faith. Gone is the hint of inner conflict, replaced by cold resolve and unwavering service to the goddess of night and secrets. Hello guys, Genuine here of Genuine Gaming, and here is my Shadowheart, the Dark Justiciar build for Baldur's Gate 3. This is not an overpowered build but a thematic one. Aside from being a thematic build, this is a lore-friendly build for Shadowheart. I play this build on Honor mode. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to like, and for more Baldur's Gate 3 videos, subscribe to the channel. Overview. The main goal of this build is that Shadowheart has to equip all of the Dark Justiciar gears, from the Dark Justiciar helmet to the Dark Justiciar boots. She also has to wield Shar's Spear of Evening and the Justiciar's Great Shield. You get Shadowheart as a cleric with Trickery domain at level 1. This would be her main class. I multiclass her with the Ranger with Gloomstalker subclass, which is just fitting for her as she was by their Mother Superior to infiltrate a Mind Flayer colony to steal the Astral Prism. Gear and equipment. As I mentioned in the overview, she will be wearing all of the Dark Justiciar gear set. She gets all of the gears in the Gauntlet of Shar. You can get the Dark Justiciar helmet in the Silent Library. This gives Shadowheart a somewhat an improved critical passive ability when she is obscured. The Justiciar's Great Shield can be looted after killing Lithindor. This gives her the Darkness Cloak ability. It is a bonus action that allows her to create a small cloud of magical darkness, which she immediately hides in. The rest of the gear will be given to Shadowheart after killing Dame Aelin, the Night Song. The Dark Justiciar half plate. Take note that this is different from the Dark Justiciar half plate you get in the Silent Library. This is an improved version of it. So is the Dark Justiciar Gauntlet is different from the Dark Justiciar Gauntlet which you get your Gear's Tribulation. Personally, I do not like the Dark Justiciar boots as it only gives you the Shadowheart teleportation ability. What I do not like about this ability is that it uses an action to activate. I would suggest changing this pair of boots with the Disintegrating Nightwalker boots, which give a similar ability but better. She also gets Shar's Spear of Evening, which is a powerful weapon. The weapon gives Shadowheart an advantage on saving throws while lightly or heavily obscured. This also gives her an additional 1d6 damage to creatures that are lightly and heavily obscured. Another thing that the weapon gives to Shadowheart is blind immunity and the ability to cast darkness per turn. This is indeed a powerful weapon. To be able to deal more damage, I suggest getting the Strange Conduit Ring and the Shadow Cloaked Ring. To make it a more fun build and still be faithful to the theme, and if you are playing as the Dark Urge, I suggest giving her the Deathstalker Mantle. If Shadowheart wears this cloak, once per turn she becomes invisible after killing an enemy. Build. By default, Shadowheart is a cleric with Trickery domain. You can still maintain the same class at level 1, but I would suggest starting with the Ranger class for more hit and skill points. For her favored enemy, Ranger Knight is a no-brainer for me, as it gives her options of being able to wear heavy armor. For the Natural Explorer, you can also use any. If you need a sleight of hand skill in your party, choose Urban Tracker, and I think this is also a more lore-friendly choice as she is also a trained spy. For her abilities, make her Strength 16, Dexterity 14, Constitution 14, and Wisdom 14. For her skill proficiencies, I suggest getting Strength or Wisdom-based skills. At character level 2, she gets a fighting style as a level 2 Ranger. For her fight style, choose Dueling to gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls when wielding a melee weapon in hand and no weapon in the other hand. For her spells, choose Hunter's Mark and Longstrider. At character level 3, Shadowheart gets to choose a subclass. For her subclass, choose Gloomstalker. This would give her the Dread Ambusher ability, Umbral Shroud, Superior Dark Vision, and Disguise Self spell. For her spell, choose Enhanced Leap. At character level 4, she gets Fog Cloud for her spell. Then she gets to choose a feat as a level 4 Ranger. For her feat, choose Polearm Master. She gets an opportunity attack when a target comes in range. This would also give her another attack with the butt of her spear with a bonus action even if she is wielding a shield. I suggest giving her the Vision of the Absolute. This weapon blinds targets that fail a dexterity saving throw and deals an additional 2d6 damage to creatures that have multiple sets of eyes. You can repair this weapon by combining the shaft of a broken spear looted on the body of Edwin and the head of a broken spear looted from the owlbear in the owlbear nest. At character level 5, Shadowheart now gets an extra attack as a level 5 ranger. For her spell, choose Lesser Restoration. At character level 6, Shadowheart now starts to get levels in the cleric class with Trickery as her domain. She gets Charm Person and Disguise Self as her domain spell. She also gets the Blessing of the Trickster. This would give other allies an advantage on stealth checks. For her cantrips, choose Guidance, Light, and Resistance. She still has 4 level 1 spell slots and 2 level 2 spell slots. At character level 7, she gets 1 Channel Divinity Charge. She can use it to turn undead or cast Invoke Duplicity as a Trickery domain cleric. Shadowheart and her allies receive an advantage on attack rolls against a creature if both the attacker and the illusion are within 3 meters of it. She now has 3 level 2 spell slots. Character level 8, she can now cast level 2 cleric spells. She also gets Mirror Image and Pass Without a Trace for her domain spells. She now gains 2 level 3 spell slots. At character level 9, she gets a feat as a level 4 cleric. For her feat, increase her wisdom by 2, making it 16. She now has 3 level 3 spell slots. At character level 10, she gets Destroy Undead as a level 5 cleric. She can now cast level 3 cleric spells. She also gets Bestow Curse and Fear as her domain spells. She gets 1 level 4 spell slot. At character level 11, she now gets 2 charges of Channel Divinity as a level 6 cleric. She can now also use it to activate Cloak of Shadows. She can become invisible if she is obscured. She now has 2 level 4 spell slots. At character level 12, she can now cast level 4 cleric spells. She also gets Polymorph and Dimension Door for her domain spells. She gains 1 level 5 spell slot. Gameplay: Shar's Spear of Evening encourages Shadowheart to use Darkness spell. The problem with the Darkness spell is that creatures can easily get out of it if you compare it with the Hunger of Haters spell from the Warlock class. Aside from that, Shadowheart gets tied with the Darkness spell to maximize its usage. That is why I gave her Deathstalker Mantle to give her that same vibe of hiding and then attacking. She can also use the Darkness Cloak ability from the Justiciar's shield. However, she can only use this ability once per short rest. This Shadowheart build is not straightforward during combat. She needs a tactical approach to utilize and maximize her Darkness spell against her enemies. When enemies are spread out in the combat area, she has to maximize the use of the Deathstalker Mantle to gain that same advantage in combat. If ever you're not using a Dark Urge run, I suggest giving her a level dip to the Wizard class so that she can learn the Invisibility spell and use the Band of the Mystic Scoundrel so that she can cast the Invisibility spell as a bonus action after hitting an enemy with her spear. So that's my Shadowheart, the Dark Justiciar build. If you want a different kind of cleric build, which is more of a caster, try checking out my Storm build for Honor mode. This is a kind of mage build that can cast both arcane and divine spells. See you in the video. Ciao!